Hello, everyone. Welcome back to more Magic the Gathering Arena, playing Bloomborough Premier Draft again. What is the Scavenger's Talent? Creatures die, make foods, and you sack, you mill them. Meh. Brightblade Scout is pretty solid. This thing is pretty strong for bats. Good rabbit card. None of this jumps out to me as insane. Polywallop is good in like every green deck, I guess. You're probably supposed to take Polywallop here. But a 2-mana 2/1 flying with Offspring that also like feeds into an important synergy, I think that's what I wanted to try. Maybe this is why I don't know. I guess I haven't kept getting stuck with bad decks, right? I've had like a 0-3, 2/7s, and 2/4s, but I don't know. Why am I? Bats is a good deck. Don't at me. Parting Gust is decent. What are you? 2-mana 2/2 mana dork that also is insane. What? Okay, that seems pretty good. I mean, I have to take a white card here. Oh, well, sorry, a green or white card. These are the only like reasonable choices, I think. Maybe you could argue for one of these, but I don't know. I mean, this is great. This is what I get for not taking a green card in pack 1, I guess. What is this? A squirrel that draws when you forage. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the pick here. Peerless Recycling is not that great. Like, I don't know. None of these green cards are amazing. This black card is a secret green gold card anyway, I guess. But it just like does a lot if you're in the right deck. I'll try to be in the right deck. Jolly Gerbils. Pretty cool. This blue card also pretty cool. Doesn't fit with anything I'm doing yet. Could take a bat. Maybe that's the point. Yeah, I guess so. Like, I think Jolly Gerbils is the best card here, but I think bats fit better enough into what I have so far that I should take that instead. Or I don't know, maybe the blue 2/1 flyer was better. The hexproof trick. I mean, this is kind of sad. What is Splash Portal? No. I think I'm going to just take Crumb and get it. I don't know. This is a good green card, but I don't know. It looks like maybe Bats is open and nothing else has looked that way yet. There's some, maybe Rats? My black cards don't really fit into the Rats slot yet. I think I'm supposed to, ugh, yuck. What is this? Not much of anything. I mean, Calamitous Tide, very slowish card. I think I'm just going to take a black card, even though I'm not in love with it. No, I've seen a lot of decent blue go by. And some red? I wonder if I should speculate on this, actually. I guess that's what I'm doing. This is all bad. I mean, I guess Mind Spiral is good in the kind of value decks that might run something like Psychic Whirl. I don't know. I don't think I want this white thing. I don't think I want a Psychic Whirl. Yeah, it does look like I'm getting nudged into blue. And maybe black? Or maybe red? My mouse... I need to be careful. I complain about it all the time, and I should just get a new one. They're like $5 or something, but I choose to believe it doesn't matter. And then sometimes I accidentally pick cards because my mouse double clicks when I don't want it to. Oh boy, really? The Moonrise Cleric wield? And there's another Tempest Angler for the red. I haven't seen enough red to really think this is a great idea. I was okay speculating on it, but bats seems a little more real at the moment. I don't know. I don't want any of this. I mean, I guess if we might be in white, maybe I want this thing, this Warren Elder, even though it's obviously more of a rabbit card. Huh, Sugarcoat pretty late. And all these birds? No, I don't know. What did I end up getting there? I'm not sure. Looks like I got the flyer. No? I don't know. Here's another really good blue bird. Maybe that's the plan? Like, I didn't really get a ton of black bat stuff, did I? I have 2 cards that care about bats. Or that are batty. If I play blue and white... I mean, this is really strong. We have a handful of birds, don't we? This is a bat lizard, I guess. I don't know. I feel bad taking just 6 cards out of pack 1, but it does seem like maybe birds is the thing. I have some kind of okay Otter cards, but not really. Dire Downdraft, I think, is playable. Could still be a chance to get back into black with something like Feed the Cycle. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just like too fickle, but the last several packs really made me think birds. An Otter Wizard. Oh, it's so good. What would I even take here other than the Otter Wizard, though? Yeah. I mean, it buffs birds. Seems okay. Agate Assault, I guess, is a good choice as well, maybe. I don't know. It looks like I'm blue, and blue is not a very good color. I haven't figured out a second one yet, I guess. Haven is decent, but I think you might want a Calamitous Tide in this pile of cards. Okay, yeah, Dazzling Denial or Agate Assault, I guess, are the choices. I have a few Otters. So we could take Pearl of Wisdom. I think I might be, this is crazy, but I think I might be leaning back into Otters instead. It's like, look at this Agate Assault, right? Some pretty good red stuff going pretty late. No, this is not pretty good red stuff. Okay, maybe I'll try to play Otters. This is very sad. An Otter Wizard. Yeah, this is great. Okay. Don't really want to put any of this back in, I don't think. Maybe Kestrel. I don't know. We'll see. Otterball Antics. Did I end up getting a Mind Spiral? I did. Okay, that's fine. Stormcatch Mentor Wield, which sort of makes sense. Nobody wants to play Otters. Draw 2 mana, draw 2, but discard 1. And then, like, you can also be a combat trick. I think that... Oh, man, I get Assault Wield. Okay. Okay, I'm happy with where I am now. Finally, it's happened. You know, Otters are not a good deck, but at least I'm in a deck. Plenty of time in pack 3 to pick up the remaining playables. War Squeak? Do I want this? It's probably good. Oh my god, another Castrol? Really? What is this? Oh yeah, that thing's gross, but I don't think I'm playing it. Harnesser of Storms number 2 looks great. Kindlespark Duo should wheel. Nobody wants that card. Except me! Otters. Okay, look, it's another Otter. Although, actually, maybe this is better? I don't think so. Actually, the Otter... This ought to wheel. Nobody wants this. This is a solid card that, like, is just a body that draws. Also, it's an Otter. Not that that super matters. Splash Portal. I think Sugarcoat's great for me. What is this? A Dazzling Denial would be lovely, but I think I'll take a Sugarcoat. Dazzling Denial could come back. I guess a Splash Portal. A sorcery like Flicker does not seem all that good. But, you know, it's a non-creature spell. We like those. We also like Otter creature spells, but bird creature spells are not that exciting, which is what I was offered in that pack. I don't think I want much of this. Like, do I take a land? I don't want any of them. I mean, it's all just dreadful, right? I don't know. I don't know what I was supposed to take there. I don't imagine I'm running anything of that stuff. Second War Squeak might be a bit much. What is this? Reveal X, exile a card. What? So it's like pay 5. Oh, that seems very difficult to do. I don't know. I'll take a bird. Or a frog that jumps, rather. Okay, run away together looks great. I don't think I need the Haven. How many birds do I have? 2. Yeah, so I think I'm cutting the bird I have. Just run another one of these guys. This guy only cares about birds. I mean, actually, it might just be worth a splash. It's pretty strong. All by itself. I think. I'll have to read it more carefully. There, I told you. Nobody wants it but me. So this thing. Yeah, like 5 mana 4/5 flyer. When it does damage, you can draw a card. It also can do some other stuff. But in this deck, it seems like what it's going to do is draw a card. And that seems okay. I told you Dazzling Denial would come back. So we just sort of scraped together a deck. And I can't really predict how it will perform. But it's at least got a plan, right? Yeah, a lot of non-creature spells and Otters. That's the plan, I guess. So what do I have that like cares about enter the battlefield? If Splash Portal were an instant, that would be another story. Finch Formation's okay. Oh, Valley Floodcaller does give this flash. That's interesting. I don't know. Fixing is... All I have is this Uncharted Haven. Can I really run Castrol with that? I don't think so. Because if you have a bunch of birds in your graveyard or something, or your hand, but especially your graveyard, this like automatically summoning more birds is a real game ender. But here it's just like, you know, it's good stats. It draws cards if it connects, but they can like remove it. I don't know. It doesn't seem that great. And it's just going to make it harder for me to do what I really want to do, which is cast all these instants and sorceries. I definitely need some draw. I'm not cutting my draw spells. I have a few, right? Mind Spiral, Calamitous Tide. This sort of draws. This draws-ish. My Pearl of Wisdom, I love. Because we want to be casting stuff cheaply. Yeah, okay, I don't need this Cutthroat. It's one of those cards that snuck in because, like, I was just thinking about my deck and ran out of time to pick something decent because there wasn't anything decent. I don't know how good War Squeak really is. I think it's probably out. And the rest of this is all okay. You know, like, giving... Where's my Finch formation? Here it is. Giving one of my prowess creatures flying is kind of funny, right? I don't know. I could cut this, but what would I put in? We're just a little bit short on cards. I think this is playable. 9-7, huh? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Oh, I'll remember. Look, let me go look at my dailies. I forget this often. Blue spells and Izzet spells, great. Otterball Antics is a decent 2-drop. Okay, I mean, I don't know. I'll figure out the details later, I guess. So, I mean, from what I hear, Blue-Red is the worst deck. We'll see, I guess, if I can do something decent with it. Because I've been run over by Otter decks in the past, and I don't mean to say that like actually red-blue is great, but everything can be good if you like get a deck that comes together and does the thing the deck wants to do. Yeah, at least in this format. I'm not saying that's true of every format, but you definitely can have good Otter decks, I think. Yeah, I mean, I think we just pass here and see if we can get a funny Sugarcoat Prowess trick. Which would shrink this thing and buff this thing while also killing something else. This is, yeah, fine. So, what exactly is the plan? I can make them put this on top or bottom. I'm not sure how great that is. As I was saying, I can make this a food. And then just trade here, I guess? It's not amazing, but I just need to sort of stop the bleeding, I think. And eventually try to outvalue the green deck. I don't know, very dubious plan. Looks like they have a combat trick here, but okay, fine. They're spending a combat trick to kill my 2/2. Well, no, the 2/2 was dying anyway. They're spending a combat trick to make a 2/2. Seems fine. What do you think? Do we make another 1/1? I don't think so. I think I'd rather have a 4/2. Starting to wish I'd chosen for this to be red, but I guess, I mean, I only have one red spell. What's the problem? Ah! Yeah, I know. Okay, well, I think I'm going to want to sugarcoat. Not sugar. Well, I could. I meant downdraft, though. To put away one of their creatures. And then I can maybe do this brew thing as well. For some sort of benefit. I'm not sure of the details. I think this 5/5 is what I would be downdrafting, though. Sure, please, the 5/5? Great. Okay. I do need a way to kill this someday, I guess. It's getting rather large. I could just make it a food, I guess. Because I just can't deal with it anyway. Like, ever. If they draw it next turn and play it again, it's still going to be a nightmare. So I guess I just trade for the 3/2 and food this. Given that that's all happening, do I want to brew something? I don't think so. Well, I kind of do. I could brew the downdraft maybe, or brew a land, right? You can save this to try to trigger prowess, right? But I think that that's probably silly. I draw 2. I discard this. Oh, that's fun. Get rid of these. You're a food again. I guess I shouldn't have discarded. I discarded before combat thinking, oh, maybe that would change my plan. But of course it wouldn't. So I guess what I should have done was blocked first, and then once they pass the damage, only then... Oh, I can like do that at the end of their turn or something. Now, I wish I had the land back, obviously, right? But... Oh, actually, I can... Instants and sorceries cost 1 less to cast, huh? Now, at the moment, I just have a bunch of 1/1s, and they have real creatures. So I can't really block anything, which means I'm in a lot of trouble if they can get a bunch of damage in here. But... I mean, right now their board is not that scary. And I guess I have a 2/2, not a 1/1. That's a big difference against this board. If they have, like, Rabbit Response, I just lose the game. But they might not. It's only 2 cards, right? They're just cracking foods. Dewdrop Cure to put them back? Is that why they wanted to get all that stuff in the graveyard? That would be pretty sick. All right. Take 2, happily. All right, I'm eating all their creatures. That's the dream. I think I'll just draw. I don't even need to stun any of their stuff because it all sucks. So no fish for you. Or no, yeah, no fish for you. And then we just pass. I could swing with the 3/3 and they don't have great blocks, but I think it's much more valuable as a blocker. Because this is not quite good enough yet. I can't trigger it very many. I can't trigger prowess very many times. Eat more food? Yeah, that's another reason not to attack, I guess. Peerless Recycling. Yeah, I knew they would want some. I'm actually kind of shocked that they didn't give me a card. Because wouldn't being able to also play Ahead of the Household be great? Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't have haste. ATPs for each other squirrel and or food. They have 1 squirrel and 2 foods. Yeah, their stuff is so big, man. I'm having to do so much work to get a 3/3. That's why red blue, I don't know. Red in general is bad in this format. Is the other colors get stuff that's just huge without having to work for it. What can I do? I mean, I just take 3 here, I think. And then this stuff is a problem. I don't have enough real kill spells. I don't know. I used my 2 sugar coats already. I guess that's some. Yeah, I mean, obviously I could run away together, trigger prowess, and like trade for this thing. If I block with this, but I don't want to do that. Oh boy, I think I just have to put this back onto their deck. Pretty. Oh, it costs 3, right? Yes. All right, that might actually be something. Permanent counters. Well, counters aren't permanents, but counters that don't go away. I don't think I can afford to play this. Because I want to be able to cast 2 spells and get a bunch of prowess. All right, what do you got? Just the big creatures, or Going with the team. If they swing with the team, I'm in a lot of trouble. Wait, Splash Portal's a sorcery. Right, but I want to cast Runaway Together and Dire Downdraft. And I think what I'm going to do, actually, is just this. And say, go ahead, kill whichever one you want. And then if they have a trick, I still have Runaway Together. Because the other plan would be just Runaway Together and block with the 4/4. But that's very vulnerable to a trick, right? Okay. So now I could Runaway Together this and, like, a token. I don't know why I would do that. Okay, great. Let's not. Uh-oh. Well, that's fine, actually. Because I can just bounce it if it eats too much stuff, right? Creature, instant, sorcery, enchantment. So there are 4 things. Oh, and land. Yeah, it's a little bit of a problem, maybe. Very funny. I mean, I could cast this. The problem is my kill spells are enchantments, so I can't... It says instant or sorcery, right? Yeah. So I can't actually do that. Okay, so let's see what I get out of this. Well, I guess nothing, right? Because I'm not casting anything? Yeah, not sure about this plan. Okay, well, fine. I don't know. Actually, I think I will just bounce this, weirdly. Yes. Land? Okay. What is this? Oh, non-creature spells have flash. I don't want to do that now. Do I? No. Oh, yeah. That's a little annoying. Right. I'm not actually going to be able to get anything from this because they'll just exile something if I try to target it. Oh, this has flash! Who knew? So we want to run away together at some point this turn. And I can't let this hit me. But I also need a way to deal... Well, this is... I think just bouncing these two is maybe an idea. Yeah. Alright, well... Not a surprise that it missed. But it might have hit something. Ooh. I have 8 mana. So I could just bounce some tokens, and that makes this much smaller permanently. I think that's a good idea. I just want my Tempest Angler to outscale them forever. They don't really have much flying, do they? My instants and sorceries don't actually seem that good, but I like a 4/4. I think this might be a little too slow for the matchup. Now, I know I won't be able to counter that, so there's no real point in trying to do so. I think I just play a Finch formation. And then I have decent blocks, actually, right? So, push in for 3? Very slow game. Well, I don't know about slow. Opponent's trying to make it fast. I'm doing my best to slow it down. Not a creature, not a creature, not a creature, not a creature. Because if this becomes a 6/6, it's much, much worse for me than a 5/5. I think if it were a creature, they'd be slamming it right now. Okay, great. They're just going to make that a 7/7 again. That's fine. Non-creature spells. So, not super helpful right at the moment. It's looking like it might be this thing into Runaway together at the Finches. Actually, what did they leave me? A brew. Okay, they tapped out, and therefore can't actually exile something again, so I think that's the plan, is just dump a Dazzling Denial. Although, I have a fish. A bird, not a fish. So I could actually counter some stuff now. Anyway, I'm casting this, and the only thing I really can target is this. I don't really need to make something bigger, and I don't want to give them any fish, that is for sure. I draw 2. And I think this thing is too good to discard. And they have enough mana that I'm even they might be able to pay 4. So I think we dump a Dazzling Denial, make them think they're in the clear, hopefully. And now I don't have enough to deal with the 7/7. I mean, I have a 7/7, but I want to block. Well, I can just block with everything else, I guess. So I'm not really in a position to attack. I'm spending a lot of work to kill their 2-drops, man. I hate this game. I have to counter this because it gets a counter on this, and also it stops them getting a creature. I don't know what they would want to return. This, probably. Anyway, we're clearly not allowing it. And I may regret keeping this. Another counterspell would have been pretty cool. This is a sorcery. I mean, I could still cast it at instant speed with this, but I want to know, like, I might hit a card that I want to cast this turn that isn't... I might hit it like a creature, right? Do I have 2 of these in my deck or just 1? Ugh! Oh my god. I'm looking at my deck tracker. I don't have a deck. I hadn't checked this recently. Oh no. Okay, well, I have to kill them somehow. Look at this exile. I didn't get the other one of these counter prowess things. Oh man. I don't think I'm gonna win just because I'm gonna... My entire deck is less powerful than the top half of their deck. Oh, you know what I could be doing, though, is maybe swinging with this Otter and then, like, untapping it with Floodcaller? Yeah, well, right. So I could have done that during this turn. The problem is, like, they just block the 9/9? And I cry? So the only 3 spells I have left in my 6-card deck, according to the deck tracker. Oh, man. Okay. Are an Agate Assault, a Waterspout Warden, and a Harnesser of Storms. Harnesser of Storms is just a 1/4 that doesn't do anything at this point. Agate Assault to kill something could be useful. Waterspout Warden, like, is not going to be flying. So it just is a 3/2 nothing. I don't see how I could win this. They're just going to pass, and I'm going to deck out. May as well flash this in. Also, might cut a land. I have so much draw. Well, there aren't any spells. I don't have enough cards. I can't put good spells in my deck. I thought, oh yeah, I want lots of draw and land so I can keep playing my stuff, which is true, but I just can't outvalue a green deck. I don't know. I concede. There's no... They never even, like, played a big card. They just played 2-drops that I couldn't kill. I don't know. Did I use my 2 Sugarcoats too freely? I don't think so. I mean, if I'd had this 4/5, that would have made all the difference, right? Maybe I have to put that in. Run like 2 planes. Even just 1 might be okay. And run another Finch formation. Actually, hang on. What if I put this goofball in, right? I actually proved in my very first game that I can get to the bottom of my deck. And this would have solved all my problems. Believe it or not. Also, it's an Otter. I'm putting these idiots in. Okay, get this white shit out of here. I'm just going to run bad cards instead of good ones. And hope that that's a good plan. This is only 15 lands. Clearly, I need to uncut something and put a... Oh yeah, I added like a Finch formation and 2 other cards. So I need to cut something to put land in. Wait, no, I still only have one Finch formation. There's another I could put in. These things are so terrible. Also, missing the Kindle Spark Duo somehow. How did I miss that? Did it like get exiled with this thing or something maybe, and therefore I don't remember that happening, but maybe it did. Because that's another way I can win the game, by doing all this nonsense. Maybe I just put in one of these, right? I only need one. The whole point of it is to work by the time I'm at the bottom of my deck, right? And if I'm at the bottom of my deck, I can just play the one I have. I don't need two. Hopefully, they don't kill it. All right, 9/6. Super value. The problem is, like, they could maybe actually kill it, so I don't know. At that point, I need, like, run away together to put my creature back in my hand. I don't know, it's pretty sad. A rogue opponent here. I mean, yeah, it's a little slow. Finch formation on 3. Or probably Flood Caller, flash it in on their 3. And then I don't know. I'm just gonna try to draw a 2-drop. How about that? Drew an island. Drawing lots of land. Frogs. Oh, I'm so glad I have a way to bounce their cards. Haha. Counter me? Yep, I could have done that last turn anyway. Offspring 3. Well, I'm not waiting that long. Maybe I should have run this out, though, on turn 3, and I don't know. Then I could have gotten the Flood Caller to actually resolve on 4. I don't think so. Like, they're not always going to have Dazzling Denial. And this way I have a flyer on the board to start chipping away at him. Wow. Village. And Grotto in the same deck. They must have a lot of creature spells to be playing like that. Which makes sense for frogs, right? But there's also a bunch of non-creature spells you want to cast, and you're going to have trouble doing so if you don't run islands. I think I'm just going to, like, Mind Spiral into the counterspell here. What else am I supposed to do? Nothing? I don't think so. Attack first, though. They bounced a creature for 1. Okay, so I'm going to have to discard? That's fine. No, I don't. I still have 7 cards. I might just play 2 Finch formations next turn. It's better if you have other creatures who can swing in. It's probably better to play Harnessor of Storms and, like, hold up my 2 weird spells. I don't usually bother sorting my hand because there's few enough cards in it that it just doesn't matter. And like, you don't always play them sorted by mana value. But this time I suddenly had so many cards that I wanted to keep the spells separate. Yeah, I think we just play a Harnesser of Storms and pass. I think the dream of casting Finch Formation for 6 is actually real. And I could do it now, but it doesn't accomplish very much. And they're just dying to counter my stuff. Spellgyre. 4 mana, draw 2. Pretty cool. Oh, I meant to look up the pronunciation of that word. People say gyre, and I think they're just wrong, but it's also kind of a made-up word, right? Yeah, the dictionary says gyre. Like, isn't this a word that Lewis Carroll made up in the Jabberwocky? Am I wrong? I'm not sure. Instant speed drawing in main phase this time. Well, sorcery speed drawing, I guess. They wanted to draw 4, and then... Okay. But now they need something to do. What is this? May forage return a permanent. They don't... I mean, okay, enjoy a land if you want. But the Jabberwocky, I can't even remember. Lewis Carroll made up a ton of words in that one. That's some sort of exercise to show that... Well, actually, I could do this on their turn in combat, but they're not. I don't think they're going to attack anyway, so let's just do this. An exercise to show that you can kind of guess what words mean from context or something like that. I can only play this until end of turn, so it does sort of seem like I should, doesn't it? Otherwise it stays exiled forever. I could enchant their food, but I think I'll make their creature a food. Bam! Get in there! But apparently gyre was not such a word. That actually comes from Latin. I don't care for this. I need to sugarcoat that, man. Oh, there's my counterspell. Rude. An Agate Assault is a sorcery. So I can't even, like, block with a 1/1 and then Agate Assault. Maybe what I'll do... Yeah, I think I'll Offspring this. And then I have Counterspell and or Run Away together. This creature twice, please. Mega Flying. And then I can Run Away together the Finch Formation and this 4/5 if I need to. Although probably I'll just take 4. Because I'd rather be able to counterspell something permanently than just bounce this and have it re-resolve. Hunter's Talent. Okay, well now there's a decent reason to run away together at least, right? decline. They could counter this. I don't think it's an amazing counter, but it's not terrible. But they haven't looked like they've had a counter recently. I don't know. I mean, I guess I had enough mana to pay most of the time, because their counter's only if I pay 2. They're thinking about it. Okay. Cool. Well, now I have 2 birds. They're just going to level this up. Why? Why not play your thing while I'm tapped out? This doesn't even do anything when it's leveled up. It's so mana inefficient. I guess they want to hold up a counterspell for something that I play? Some more proactive thing? I don't know. Very strange. So I have 8 mana, 9 once I play a land, which should probably be a mountain. And I want to be able to cast like all of this plus pay for a counter, which I can do. So yeah, play this out first in case I need to counterspell mid-combat. It'll... Oh, and this too, I guess. Because it has haste and prowess. Oh, also Otters. Who knew? I shouldn't have played a land. I don't know if I should exile here, actually, because I kind of want to just hold up this and 2 mana. So I think I decline. Oh, I could still do that, I guess, because everything's cheaper now? I don't know. Okay, well, they're below 20, for what that's worth. I will not allow this. Decline again. Eh? Things are happening. I have the board. Oh, look how many ways they have to make all their many, many creatures better. It would be a shame if something happened to all your creatures. Problem is, if they ever resolve something, I lose. I'm going to hang on to these lands, I think. I might need to discard them to, like, Calamitous Tide or what have you. And what do I really need 10 mana for at the moment? I probably should just play the land. I don't know. This thing's huge! I can't Agate Assault it. It's a 6/6 because of this stupid thing. They're 1 mana short of actually making it a 7/7, which is gross. Actually, they don't have enough green? I guess what they... Oh, right. No, wait. Why didn't they Hunter's Talent to draw a card? Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I should have played the land last turn. I'm actually going to tap double red here. Sure. play a land in case they try to counter me, I guess. Shouldn't have played this till after combat, actually. Now, I could attack with this and try to Agate Assault post-combat. Seems very brave when they clearly have something because they didn't level up Hunter's Talent for a free card draw. Maybe they have, like, give a creature reach, in which case this sucks too. But I do need to push in for damage, I think. Okay, good news. Bad news, I'm not doing anything right now. Like, I can't counter whatever they're doing. Yeah. I don't know if that was even the right one to kill, but I guess I don't know their plan or their hand. Gonna start drawing a lot of cards, eh? Can't really attack, though. I get too big a counter swing. My Flood Caller's in the graveyard, right? Yes, very first thing. So I'm never going to be able to like cast this as, at instant speed as a combat trick. It's so weird this is what they chose to kill and not the card draw. I mean, prowess is a real threat, I guess. Oh my god, another Hunter's Talent. I wish I could have killed this thing. Their whole deck just folds if you can kill a creature. The problem is I can't. Ah! Well, I might swing with the 3/2 here. I don't think they really have anything. And I can pay for Dazzling Denial. And I want to get this off the board. And I also want to do 3 damage, so I'm happy either way. No, you wouldn't. For 1 and a blue? Take action. Okay. A creature. I don't think I want to do that to any of my creatures, and their creatures are not on the board. So I decline. I mean, I could have made that attack last... No, I didn't have the 3/2 last turn, so it wouldn't have worked. I could have attacked with the Otter, tried to get 2 damage in there, but they threatened to make their thing so big. I don't know. I could have just gotten absolutely blown out if I'd tried it. This thing's going to get very big very quickly, and it has vigilance. I guess they haven't yet leveled up their Innkeeper's Talent to 3, so it's not getting big that quickly. I'm wondering again, like, do I have too many lands? Should I be running 15? It seems like when I play these draw spells, I have unlimited lands, but then, like, what about in the early game if I haven't gotten that going yet, right? I don't know. They're so close to tapped out. Okay. That's pretty cool. Ward 1. I have 11 mana, could easily have 12. So do I do this pre or post combat? Pre-combat, I get to swing with this. Post-combat, I could bounce my Finch formation and play it again? But I don't have 12 mana, do I? I guess not. I mean, I do, but it would cost me 13 to make that play. Should we put that land all those turns ago? So I guess I do it pre-combat. Oh, but I shouldn't have played the land, right? What am I thinking? Because now if I hit a land off of this exile, I can't play it. But I guess I have enough lands till the end of the game anyway, so what does it matter? Just threw away a card, though, for no reason. What is this? Can't run away together, can't die or downdraft. Huh. Okay. Seven cards left. But this is in my hand now, so I can make these fly? I don't think they even really accomplished much that way. I guess a little. Uh-oh. It has reach. This isn't even an otter. Alright, what's left in the deck? Oh, it's all spells according to my deck tracker. Otterball Antics. Those seem pretty good. Yes. Yes. Haha. Counterspell. Hilarious. Oh, I was thinking this was on the draws cards. I thought it was Pearl of Wisdom. It is not. This isn't going off again. I have 8 islands plus these 2 mountains. It's 10, 11. 3, yeah, okay. I didn't draw a way to deal with their flyer, annoyingly, or their reach creature. But I think I'm just going to swing in anyway, right? Or maybe I wait until I have prowess creatures that can swing in. That's a funny idea, isn't it? Right, because those can get big. Yeah, I think that's the idea. Do I have any way to deal with the flyer in there? I have another Finch formation. I have Sugarcoat. I can flash something back from my graveyard. Which, yeah, there's numerous things that could work. This could exile another creature, or flicker another creature. But this couldn't cause this to flicker, so they couldn't really dodge the removal. I mean, they're gonna have some big creatures in a minute. I need like 5 of these in my deck. I had a chance to take a second one, and I didn't, because I didn't think I was very ottery at the time. Oh. Wait. Also, I do kind of have unlimited cards, because my Graveyard Exile guy is still there. They tapped out! They tapped out! Hello? What? Don't I just, like, attack all and kill you face up? Are you crazy? I have 13 mana. This is plenty to do all the things I wish to do. There was an actual draw and discard in there? I missed that somewhere. When did that happen? What? Oh, no, that was just this resolving, right? Yeah. These already have flying, so it's you. Right? I don't have any triggers that are going to kill me when I... Right? I mean... Don't I just attack? They block this and take a trillion? Yeah. Oh, right. This is the one with reach. None of this. I get counters. That's it. Okay. Goodbye. Made it. Does make me think I'm running either too many lands or too little, I don't know, too much draw? But, I don't know, I got to the bottom of the deck and successfully had the card that would let me reuse my whole deck, and I killed them, so maybe it was great. But I should be playing lands every time. Don't save them for the rare chance that you have to discard them. But also, don't play them before playing your until end of turn exile stuff. Zoinks! Scoob! Okay. This is fine. Do I have much I can play on 2? I mean, Stormcatch Mentor, I guess. That's an Otterball Antics. That's about it. That's maybe the biggest problem with this deck. I think we just keep this. Run out the Warden on turn 3, and I don't know. Opponent goes to 6. I don't like this. They're going to play a mouse or something? Or a rabbit? A mouse. I mean, this card is I could play it before the Flood Caller to try to get it to trigger and, like, I guess get a land out of it would be the idea. The more conservative play would be to, like... Actually, this is just a good blocker. Yeah. Oh, they were player 1. They missed their 3rd land drop. Good to know. Yikes! Bunnies everywhere. That's a little scary. They have the Warren Elder. They don't have a 4th land in hand, but they might find one. So I believe we're just playing Waterspout Warden, hoping to hit a land. It's not an Otter, so we are guaranteed to miss. Good to know. Okay, well, noted. It's still fine to play this here because it can gain flying or whatever. But this is a very frightening board. These 1/1s are serious business. My 1/4 does a good job blocking them, but the 3/2 is a risk. And of course this is a 3/3 if they have any tricks. So it's just great against all my stuff. Looks like they didn't hit land. They would have been slamming that, I imagine. Builder's Talent. Wow. Okay. This is weird. Blue! All right. I am going to main phase this because I might hit something I can cast here. So run away together is now a possible trick. Like, I could swing with the 3/2, I guess, and bounce one of these. But, and this would be a 4/3, right? But I don't think that's very good. Like, if they just block with the wall, am I really spending my run away together to get away with that? I don't think so. If they block with a bunch of rabbits, I'd be happy. If they block with this, I'm okay. Oh, this is a flyer. What am I talking about? It doesn't get flying when a creature enters. It gets flying when it attacks. Okay, that's fine. And so now I have this on blocks if I need it. I'd have to bounce something. So probably not a great idea. But I could. Uh-huh. I think I bounced this. And a rabbit token? And I have to kill this, or at least try. I could try to snipe this Nettle Guard. But if they have something like Crumb and Get It, it looks pretty bad. Whereas a rabbit going down is likely to happen and definitely good. Although I guess I have Calamitous Tide to bounce the rabbits. No, they're just going to do that. Okay. Well, maybe if I blocked here, they would have done something different. Okay, that's great. I can still bounce these 2 tokens. It's fine. Although I'm not doing that right away, of course. Non-creature spells. That includes Sugarcoat, even though it's not an instant or sorcery. Just slam this out here again, because it could hit a land. I'll take it. Even though, you know, it makes the Sugarcoat plan sort of not work. The Sugarcoat, like, there's nothing to Sugarcoat right now. I was just holding it open in case there was some reason to do so. No attacks. This here is still appealing. And this, if it just attacks alone, hits the 0-4, so no real point. Three mana holding up red-white, huh? Okay. You don't control any otters over there, buddy. You look like a white deck that's running blue spells. This is the first non-white card I've seen out of you. Why would you want Pearl of Wisdom? Whoa, okay. Enchant creature or food. So when this becomes a creature, I can make it not one anymore. I can also bounce all their tokens, so this just never does anything. The 4/4 is a bit of a problem. But it's only big when they can have non-creature, non-land permanent center, which they can't do very often, I imagine. Ooh. Double Sugarcoat. I think I just Calamitous Tide the tokens now, even though, like, they can, in response, crew this. Because I'll just not attack in that case. Oh wait, I can cast this as though it had flash. Maybe I wait. Yeah, so Sugarcoat this when they swing in, I guess. Or wait, what if I just attack with something and see if they try to kill it? And if they do, I can Sugarcoat, and if they don't, no, because then they just block with this. Yeah, I don't think that accomplishes anything. Play, pass. Your turn. And these tokens don't even really matter that much if I Sugarcoat this, right? So maybe I don't want to Calamitous Tide them, but instead, like, I don't know, this and something else. The 0-4 is doing something. I guess maybe I could bounce the 0-4 and the Nettle Guard. Yep, it's getting crewed up. Hit me? No, you won't be hitting me with that. I'm not. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna need triple blue or double red, so it doesn't really matter. I think we say decline here because a land and a creature are both pretty bad hits, and a lot of instants I don't want to play now anyway. Gonna put counters on something? Just gives me an excuse to bounce the 4-2, honestly. Okay, great. Wanted to get rid of that anyway. And lost abilities, yes, just double checking. It's a carrot cake, that's fine. Oh, please, yeah. Put all the counters on your 5/5, will ya? Seven mana, so 3 and 5. I would need another land to do both of those. Non-creature, non-land permanent. Well, there's my additional land. Well, but I kind of want to cast this for 6, right? And if I do that, I can't get rid of this right now, which is pretty important. So it's probably just another land go turn, looks like. Or, I don't know, let's get down a bird, I guess. No kicker. To let me swing with something like this. I don't really need that on blocks. Also, it'll untap anyway if I cast a non-creature spell. I assume this turn they're cracking the carrot cake and putting another counter on this, which is why I'm not like proactively bouncing it. I want to wait till there are more counters to get rid of. Or no, that's a creature. Right. It's a token, but it's a creature. Level it up and what does it go get? Non-creature, non-land permanent. So you could eat this food and then bring it back, I guess is what you might dream of, right? That's what they should probably do at some point. Looks like that could be now. Actually, how much is this? 5? Yeah, they have the mana. Sure. Oh, are they going to do it before combat to get the counter on this? That's so good for me. I've like stopped even looking at my life total because they're never going to hit me again. Obviously, that's a bit oversimplified. They're not going to do it pre-combat. Okay. You and you. I kind of need this. My deck, well, I don't know. Maybe I don't. But I think I'm drawing enough. I don't need this brew thing. Maybe I should even be cutting it from the deck. But since there's only one, I really do sort of feel like I should keep it handy. Also, it's an otter, by the way, in case anyone's paying attention at home. So let's cast that. Nice. I only have this till end of turn. So even though it's missing a trigger, I'm clearly casting it. Although I guess I could have attacked first and then cast it to get like effective vigil. Oh, I could still do that. Ha ha ha. Okay, yeah, that's got to be the play. So do they have any blocks? They may think so because of this, but actually no. Ah, but right. I don't actually want to cast. No, this is. I have this until forever. This is in my graveyard now. It's not going away. So I'm okay casting Sugarcoat as my next spell this turn. After they crew up. Joke's on you, you're still a food. Oh, and this came with a counter because I cast this from somewhere other than my hand. It was cast from exile. Very funny. Normally that triggers, of course, like most often from the graveyard because of its flashback ability. But it doesn't say from graveyard, it says anywhere from but from hand. Okay. Got another way to get it back? I don't think so. Plus, even if you do, you're sort of dead. More otters, please. Well, no, I'll tap all the blue here. Destroy an artifact or enchantment. Well, yeah, that's fine. Oh. Are there artifacts? I have an artifact. So they can get this to die instead of getting exiled if they want by destroying their own builder's talent, but they're obviously not going to do that. Okay, the deck. It did things. And look, we only got halfway through the deck this time. Stabilized at 7. Yeah, you get a new crest every 24 hours. You can have up to 3 of them at a time, or 9 if you have 3 different accounts. You don't care about your collection. Oh, DJ Space Cat. Anyway, if you don't care about your collection, you can have as many quests as you want. Because you can just run lots of accounts. This looks great. On the play, rather, with a 2-drop. There's like only 2 in my deck. Sadly, it's a 2-mana 1/1 and therefore completely nullified by their 1-mana 1/1. feel like I am seeing now in this game that, like, I'm feeling a repeat of game 1 where I have cool creatures. Wow, look at all the synergy. And there's like, okay, I play a 2-mana 5/5. Your turn. Alright. Here's hoping they never play anything else again. Yikes. Rabbit, right? These are rabbit colors and both their creatures are rabbits? Yeah. They don't have a good attack, though. I'd happily trade my 3/2 for any of this shit. Great. Flashing this in is funny, but I don't think there's any particular reason to do it. I'd rather just play this. Okay, I've got a 2-mana 1/1 and a 3-mana 2/2. Really good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna throw up. They're just playing big creatures. I don't think that's fair. Otterball Antics twice is actually kind of good. But I don't have to do it now, right? I can do it on their turn? Play... So I could just play Otterball Antics twice, and then this is a 4/4. I could play this, and it's a 3/3. None of that is any damn good. I might have to take another hit. But like flashing this in, then playing Otterball Antics. I have a 3/3 and a 2/2, and then I have this, and then I can kind of go off, I guess. I might have some surprise blocks, maybe, for their 2/2 tokens. They're probably not attacking with those, right? Sort of wish I had this back now, though. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. Well, I guess the Trampler is big enough, huh? Now I have to chump something or die, is the idea. I can't cast this twice. I have to flash this in. And then this. So throw this under the bus here. They have a 7/7. I mean, I think I have to take 7 and get rid of these tokens. They're causing me a lot of damage. Right? Only non-creatures have flash, so if I want to play this, I have to do it now. Whereas casting this with flash, like, seems a little better. I get the prowess while they're attacking, and yeah. I don't even really have attacks here to take advantage of the untap. I don't know, it seems like I'm still super dead. But casting Otterball Antics on their turn seems like my best play. If I hadn't missed a land and I could play this, I might be getting somewhere. Ow. Well. They're giving something trample. Ugh. Ah! Oh man, I'm probably dead here. The details remain to be seen. That one. Okay, so we block here for sure. I mean, I don't die, right? I can double block this, lose everything, take 5. But this, what is it? 3/4 dies. Or I could block here and here, also take 5, but I kill a smaller creature. But this lives. These seem kind of, it seems kind of important to hang on to another prowess dude, I guess. I hate that this is dying. Can I fix that? What if I did this? Take 6. Go to 1. But now I get to keep this. They have 2 creatures. I can... Oh man, there's not even anything to flash back with this. So they'll have 2 creatures. I could maybe have 2. I think keeping this is so important. I need to just do this desperate play. And try never to take damage again. Well, that's a good start, actually. Pass? Vigilance reach. Mill 4. Okay. I can't do anything about that entering. I was hoping to sugarcoat this, but it looks like this may have to go, because it's huge. Yeah, the thing is, I now have to sugarcoat this in order to not die. And then I just have to find some other answer to Luma. Okay. A chumper doesn't work. But I suppose this is 8 power and 9 toughness, which is exactly what I need to live through a Luma swing and kill it. Because it has trample, remember? Ah! A land! Ah! Oh man. Okay, good game, good game. Closer than I thought it was going to be. If they hadn't hit a land that turn, I don't know, they would have hit a spell then, and those are pretty bad too. But I maybe could have gotten ahead of the curve somehow. Well, the deck's doing okay. It's about as good as you can hope for an Otters deck that's missing early game. Yeah, I mean, there's a 2-mana spell. 2-mana 1/1, just what the doctor ordered. And Kindle Spark Duo. Maybe this will kill them. Alright. Fair game. We're playing against a blue deck. Frogs. Okay, the good blue deck, sadly. I'll trade an Otter for this. No problem. Well, I'll try to anyway. Rats? Okay. Ah, it's flying! Rude. I think I want to play Kindle Spark Duo. So I guess I just bluff attack with the Otter, because it's not blocking anything. And there's no way they're blocking, right? It would have been awkward if they had blocked, because I don't really have a good combat trick. Like, I could sugarcoat this thing and trade, but it feels bad. But I need that 1 damage. I need every little bit of help I can get. Okay, this seems like what I'm sugarcoating, although I don't have 5 mana. Oh, instants and sorceries cost less, not non-creature spells. So, what could I do with 4 mana this turn? I could cast one of these spells. So I may as well just have 3. Blue, right? No, I have another island in hand. We'll go for a second red source, even though it's not clear what I'll use it for. And run this out. Hoping to sugarcoat that later. Right? I guess. Maybe I should have played an actual 3-drop, this Finch formation. I don't think so, because this makes stuff cheaper. I don't know. Problem is, if they attack into me, I can't really block. Because they threaten to turn all my creatures into rats. Okay, they're not going to. So sugarcoating this seems like a deal, except that now they have this thing to let them forage creatures back. So if I turn their thing into a food, they can just eat the food and cast it again on a future turn. I don't think I'm winning this game, huh? Do I really have to deal with this one instead? Feels sad. Bouncing one of their things, they don't even mind. Like this one I could maybe bounce and it would be annoying, but... if I have to sugarcoat something, I think it has to be this, and that's just miserable. I think we have to let that attack if it wants to, and just cast Otter Ball Antics to get more board presence. Yes, of course. Arena's going to remind me, but just in case, let's hold full control here. Okay, great. What are you? Here's the 3/3 menace. Okay. I'm glad they're not like pushing a little harder, but I guess I don't know. I'd be okay blocking this or this, so maybe they're right. I guess if a couple of those rats enter, I can bounce the rat tokens, and so it wouldn't be such a big deal. So I think I may just kick the Finch formation here. Get the Otters in for 3 damage. Not incredible, but I don't think they're doing much on blocks. And I'm like willing to trade my 2/2 flyer for their 2/2 flyer, even though they get a rat out of the deal. Because like I said, I'm hoping to bounce the rats at some point. As long as I can prevent too many of them from appearing. Ooh, this is a great blocker. All right, what does this say? If a creature would die, exile it. So this even works on tokens. There were creatures your opponents controlled that were exiled. Yeah, so my creature was exiled, even though it's not exiled anymore. Okay, 6 mana. I mean... I think I have to get this off the board. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be thinking about this as a value game. Can I win a race? Who cares about those rats? Oh my god, they're 3/3s. What? Oh, right, for each other rat you control, not just rat token. Jeez, okay. So, like, I could get rid of this, but it sort of looks like the game might be over before that's a concern. Like, them foraging just doesn't seem like it's going to happen. So I'll play a land and sugarcoat on their turn something, I guess? So it might even be sugarcoat this, bizarrely, because we're doing some damage. I can bounce the rat. Or actually, I could eat the rat, couldn't I, if I sugarcoat this? If I sugarcoat any of their rats. Maybe I need to get rid of the Osteomancer. No, I'm gonna be aggressive. I need to kill them and not die. And I'm just gonna say this rat value stuff is gonna happen whether I want it to or not. That doesn't resolve yet because I need to shoot them, please. It's not a rat anymore. And this is a 3/3. They have a trick? I don't know. Maybe I should have blocked with more stuff. But I don't want my creatures to die. They just get more rats. So I don't know. Gamble? They must have something, because why else would they attack with a 3/3 when I have a 1/3? Okay, so they're just going to bounce this. Okay, that's not so bad. I mean, I lose my thing, but they don't get another rat. So if they ever eat this food, they can recast it with this. Whoa! Sack 3 creatures, and they're gonna turn into rats! Ah! Oh no. They're gonna keep this on the board. God, this is game over. I get to keep 2 creatures. I guess I need you. And, I mean, a flyer? No, maybe this thing to ping them? No, the flyer's just as good. No, this does more damage. Well, this would be hard for any deck to beat. Very funny. Well, I don't know. I mean, I can bounce several of the rats. Yes, give me a land. Okay, I found one. Yeah, I mean, if I had multi-blocked the rat a little bit harder... What is this? Can't do anything about it. Then I could have had the rat actually die, and then maybe... I don't know, something good would have happened. Can't really... Well, you can attack, I guess. Oh, this is a 1/3. Oh my god, I thought it was my 1/4. Okay, well, that's probably a bad play. Yeah, I would say that was a bad play. But it doesn't look like it's going to matter, huh? I don't know. I mean, the turn that things went wrong was when I sugar-coated this thing, and then they board cleared and made 1,000 rats. So if I just found a block for this instead, I could have sugar-coated this, and like everything would be fine-ish. Like, they would have still board cleared, but then I would have said, oh, by the way, before the end step, this is a food, and you don't get any rats. But I don't know. I mean, it's still pretty bad, huh? I don't know. Tough to beat. The Ward 2 was a problem, too, if I'd been allowed to interact with that early. Hello, I want to block. Oh. If I'd been allowed to interact with that at an earlier time, maybe I could have stabilized. All right, well, I mean, Otter deck gets what it deserves, I guess. 2 hard-fought wins and 3 defeats, and I don't really remember the default. The don't make me say default just because there's a DEF up there. I don't remember the details. There's a green-white deck that I just couldn't outpace at all. I don't remember what else. This guy, obviously, that we just fought. Alright, well, I mean, I landed in a deck. It sure highlighted why red-blue is bad. If I had had more synergy, maybe I could have done something more of an aggro curve. Another one of these guys. Never ended up using this a single time, so maybe just putting in anything else would have been better. Maybe putting in Castrol could have worked, although it doesn't seem very likely. I don't know. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.